It is very important as managers to know how to hire the best people for the job. In fact, there's probably no other tool that is greater than learning effective techniques to interview and hire the people that will actually do the work. I'm going to take you through the steps you need to know to prepare the interview setting, effective interview techniques, and then conclude on what to expect when discussing salary. Let's discuss how to make the interview a productive one. First, set up the physical location or the video or phone conferencing. If it's an in-person interview, make sure you schedule an office or conference room that is private and comfortable. Make sure to offer them water or coffee and welcome them to your company. Make sure all of your calls are turned off or forwarded. If you're doing a video conference, take time to send the candidate all the video and web conferencing details and send a test link to make them make sure that it works on their end. Now, secondly, arrange all interview questions and be prepared to ask the same questions to every candidate. It's easy to go on a tangent and not stick to your list of questions, but if you ask everyone the same exact questions, only then you'll be truly able to distinguish between them. Take special care to listen carefully during the interview. You should be listening more than you are talking and asking open-ended questions rather than yes or no to provoke more conversation. Note-taking is equally as important to help remember what was said, especially if interviewing multiple candidates. Take caution to prepare your notes thoughtfully, because if there ever was a hiring discrimination case brought forward, all of your notes and scribbles on the resume could be summoned. Schedule typically 1 hour for in-person interviews and just a half an hour for preliminary phone interviews. Also, I personally like to begin the interview after exchanging pleasantries to dive right into their application or their resume. I like the applicant to walk me through their work history and educational background as part of the introduction and a guide for the inevitable "tell me about yourself" question. Ask detailed questions surrounding what they accomplished and how and why. And of course, please be as professional as possible, as the candidate is making a judgment on the company based on their interactions with you, the manager. Lastly, be sure not to ask applicants what their prior salary was in their last role. In some states, it's now illegal to ask an applicant what their prior salary was. It's a sound practice to let candidates know upfront what the salary range is before coming in. Typically, no one wants to move backwards in terms of salary, and you could both be wasting your time if the salary range does not work for the applicant. There's no better honor as a manager than hiring a fantastic person for a dynamic role within your company. I challenge you to use these tips when interviewing your next candidate. I guarantee you will experience a smoother and more efficient process.